All right, the Daredevil Born Again season 1 finale just dropped. I just finished watching it. Here are my thoughts on all of season 1, kind of as a whole, and then what I think we have in store for us in season 2, because we know that they're filming that right now. So, just right off the bat, just a brief review of Daredevil Born Again. I'm really a fan of it. I think it's great. I'm someone who was a huge fan of Daredevil seasons 1 through 3 when it was on Netflix, and so I was really, really pumped and excited when Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige and Disney Plus were bringing it back for this little revival Daredevil Born Again show. And I really enjoyed it. It's definitely a step down from the Netflix show, and it's very obviously so, but it's still enjoyable. Characters are still great. I love what they're doing with Matt's character development, right? Like there's a lot of strong elements in Born Again, but they're definitely carried over from the original Netflix show. But some things that I think that they did different that I really liked was making Fisk, he is probably the antagonist. He also feels like we're really following him like he's a main character of the show. Like it's Daredevil, but it's also Kingpin. It's also Fisk's show, which was a really cool approach. I feel like we saw a lot more of him. I thought him being mayor was such a cool layer added to the show. It made just some really interesting character arcs and story developments. Was a really big fan of that. Really loved him and Vanessa's relationship in this show. Obviously, my GOAT, John Bernthal Punisher, anytime he was on screen, I was a huge fan. Absolutely loved it. And what I really loved so much about him is it felt like a really creative way to bring him back. I loved the vigilante task force kind of appropriating the Punisher logo and his mantra and what he's about, completely misinterpreting it and abusing it and taking it out of context, and Punisher having something to say about that and getting to confront them. Just thought it was really, really cool. The anti-vigilante task force misusing that Punisher tattoo, stuff like that logo. Thought that was really cool. But my biggest gripes with Daredevil Born Again kind of open up a greater conversation on what I think this show is reflective of and what I think we can expect in season 2. Because we all know some of the behind the scenes stuff, right? All of a sudden, we hear that the entire writer's room gets fired and they're doing a complete overhaul of the season. They do a bunch of reshoots and they start changing what was originally supposed to be a soft reboot into fully converting the Netflix show canon into the MCU, and it's a continuation of that, which was not originally part of the plan. And so now they're trying to make it fit and make it work. And I think a lot of the things that I don't like about Born Again, I think are a result of that original show, what they already filmed before the creative overhaul. Because I wasn't a huge fan of the way they incorporated Muse, felt a little rushed and kind of nonsensical, didn't really do him justice. Some of the action scenes, just the fight choreography was just off, felt weird. And there's just some scenes that you could tell this was an amalgamation, that this was a hodgepodge of two different things. It was the original filming and shooting and show, and then combined with the reshoots. And they're trying to make it work together. And the stuff that was so great about it was from the reshoots, was from the creative overhaul, was from the new team, was from when they decided to connect it. Because the last 2 episodes are the best episodes in the whole show. And those were entirely new storylines, entirely new footage, entirely new shooting from the brand new team that got brought in. And so that gives me hope for season 2, right? I understand people on the internet, certain characters don't work for them, certain storyline. I get it. I'm kind of there with you. But I'm able to see the silver lining in Daredevil Born Again. And it's this. It's that the things that you love about this were from the people that are doing season 2. The things that you love about this show are going to be even more amplified because they're not having to work with the scraps of someone else that wasn't really doing a good job. Season 2 is going to be created by people that get what makes Daredevil work. They understand what makes it good, and they're going to go all in on that rather than having to make something not so good and try and turn it good. They're going to have a fresh start, a clean slate, and just be able to go fresh into season 2, making it great. And I'm really excited about that. where this season finale left off, I mean, I am so pumped. I'm so pumped to see New York under martial law and Daredevil assembling this team, trying to combat the anti-vigilante task force. I mean, it is just setting up some phenomenal television. Karen coming back was really cool. Heather being recruited to Fisk's team. Like, the character dynamics and the relationship struggles that Matt is going to have to go through and just the action and all that stuff. It's going to be great. I'm super, super pumped. Please, please, please let this be the way that Jessica Jones comes back. I'm a huge Jessica Jones fan. Love her show. Love that character. And I think this is a great avenue if he's recruiting a team to bring her back. I'd be so pumped for that. So those are my thoughts of what we can kind of take away from Daredevil Born Again Season 1 and why I think there's a lot of hope that Season 2 of Daredevil Born Again is going to be even better and be honestly on par with that original Netflix Daredevil show. But let me know in the comments, what did you think of Daredevil Born Again Season 1? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Somewhere in the middle? Do you agree with what I said? Let me know. And also, if you have any prayer requests, anything I can do to be partnering with you in prayer, believing with you in prayer, just drop it in the comments. I'd love to be able to be a resource to you. Deuce homies.